this thing?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll show you.
Like,
I can. It's very simple.
or like, what exactly do you want
Yeah,
from me in Opus? Because like I know you can do stuff. I know
yeah.
I can do stuff.
No, I was just
I want to
sharing it.
like
I was mostly just sharing
overlap.
it with you so that you could see what it gave us in that context. I actually have not found an editor, like an AI editor yet, that takes two separate streams and edits them together. I tried it in Descript. It didn't work very well. Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
I didn't touch anything. I'm literally just like watching you talk, and I'm seeing myself expand.
You're like going,
Hello,
whoa.
hello, Google. What are you doing? Let's analyze those nose hairs. Like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
what
But
do you do next?
but I'm really excited because we have a new person who's like in the Discord asking questions
Yes.
and building cool levels.
Yeah, I actually I haven't had a chance to look at their level yet.
You should come look at them. They made
This is Freddy or
yeah.
Frederi.
Yeah, and in the game they're Flalasky.
Okay.
And they're
Let me
over
pull up their thing because I haven't. I was at work during that conversation,
mhm.
and I didn't get around to seeing what they made.
They're over at
I
like
saw a screenshot,
negative
and it looks
10,
cool.
negative 10, -1 is like in that area. And they've made so far four or five rooms. They made a really cool custom sprite of a little diskette, like a little classic diskette.
Yeah, I can even see it in the thumbnail. Which so I see cave rave,
These are
cavern entrance. Should I start at the entrance? Where should I start?
well, I don't think that they're not a course yet or anything. As I think you start in any of them and just they're all so far they're all collecting. Um, they're just and I just really creative use of like of our elements.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Also, if you go actually, there's one really creative use I thought. If you go down to like the bottom one, the lowest one, they use these I don't even know what they are. Oh, they're sort of like they're seaweed actually. They're supposed to be seaweed from the water pack, but he uses them as
Little green wiggly things.
he uses them as vines and to really great effect.
Okay. Let's see, where are you? Down. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see them dropping down from the ceiling.
Um, and it's just like I was telling Juliana, I was telling my wife, like, I just get so excited, when someone when someone new is coming in and and making these really cool levels. So it's like because we got Ferris making stuff, we have TMNDZ making really cool levels, and now we have this guy coming in.
Yeah, whenever I see their name, I think like a mix of like TMZ and YTMN.
Yes, that's what I think of too. Exactly. No, I know. It's like I can never remember the exact combination of letters.
They've even got this bottom track with the vines. Got like a thumping bass track.
Yeah, yeah. So if you look them up, they also make music and stuff. They make really cool like noise-based music. At least the bit that I was hearing. So that's really fun.
Do they have their socials linked on their profile?
No, I did a little bit of googling of their oh, they might actually on Discord. Maybe it was from Discord that I found it. Like they might have a link tree on Discord. Does that seem right?
I'm taking a peek here. No, I don't see anything. They've got their BattleNet and Steam profiles.
Maybe I googled their username.
The Frederi or the Falaski.
I don't remember. I don't remember how I found it, but I did at some point. It was cool.
I'm gonna shout them out here.
Yeah.
You said you found them on Twitter?
No, I think I found a Bandcamp account. I don't know if they are on Twitter or not. For sure.
7.
But yeah, just the use of all the different elements that we have so far, and it was cool. They were saying that it reminds them. I had to look up the acronym that they used, They said it reminded them of Open RCT2. Do you know what that is without looking it up? Open RCT2.
It doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, I had no idea what that was. It's
RC2.
RCT2.
RCT.
It's Railroad Creator Tycoon or whatever.
Oh,
yeah, it's like
okay.
I've
seen screenshots of this, or well, I mean, I guess it looks like what's the park manager?
Yeah, the classic one. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Why can't I think of the name?
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Roller Coaster
Yeah,
Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon. And I guess this is it's a open source re-implementation of the 2002 game.
Cool. I want to check this out. I've been wanting. I never really played Roller Coaster Tycoon. I was big into SimCity 2000.
Yeah.
But Roller Coaster Tycoon always looked really cool, and I never had it.
Those were like never my type of games. Like I remember playing like SimCity on maybe Super Nintendo or something like that.
Oh, that was not the idea.
That was not the way to play it. Yeah, for sure.
The Windows version has a lot more going on. That I played that and SimAnt.
Oh, cool.
And SimAnt was I would conquer the entire
yeah
like a
right
single, like
little thing
a yard, and then you spread out, and then the family moves out because the ant problem.
I bet my kids would like SimAnt. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it,
it's very dated. But
yeah,
but it holds a special place in my heart because it was one of the few video games I was allowed to play.
Oh wow, yeah. But the fact that he was saying that this reminds him of that, I'm like okay, that's a really good touchstone. Maybe that's like a really good reference point.
Does he have runes in his website?
Oh, I think.
Lasky.com?
Yeah, I think. I don't know if it's. I found. I think I found the Bandcamp. Let me see if I can find the Bandcamp.
There's also a Spotify and a YouTube channel, but it's like very colorful, like skulls and stuff.
Let me see. Is this what I was looking at? No, I don't know. I'll have to find it later. But
you see a discography, and it's got
that sounds right. Then that sounds right. Yeah. But we should also say, Ferris, as ever, has just been like making insane levels, and then
what's Ferris got going on now?
Well, I don't remember what the last one maybe you saw. You saw the keyboard one, but then he made one called One Way Out, which is super fun. I don't even know if I've beat this one. Have I beat this one? I don't know if I've beat One Way Out yet. They tend to be. Yeah, I did beat it. And then the one below that, though, I'm like, this may be, I don't know, it's hard to choose, but this may be my favorite. It's really good. It's Fall or Fail. It's 7, 8. It's just at 7, 8.
Okay.
And it's a great take on a maze, and using the new trap door, and you go and you get stuck, so you have to find the right path.
There's croissants.
And there's croissants, which, him being French, it's like, it's perfect. It's like everything about it is just great. Yeah. So look, you go down certain routes, and like, oh no, I got stuck, now I'm stuck here.
It's this reminds me of something almost like pachinko, but like,
oh yeah.
like mixed with chutes and ladders. This is giving me a nostalgic feeling for something that I can't quite place my finger on. Oh, and they're one way. So it's a metal
yes
trap door.
Yes.
So when you step on the button, it opens and it drops you through. That's ingenious.
It's so good, right? It's so good.
Now I'm actually stuck.
Yes, exactly. You have to restart. That's all you can do is restart.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
It's brutal. No, but what you do is you learn the paths, and then you just make mistakes, right? It's like you learn the paths, and then you And then what you learn is because we added the thing where you can run across the top now. Like, you don't have to jump. You can run directly, and it works every time.
I'm cautious when I'm jumping.
Yes, but then sometimes yes, exactly. And then sometimes you stop on the wrong one, or you can jump in the wrong one. It's like, oh, yeah, see?
No.
Yeah, you got stuck. Yeah. It's so good. It took me, like 15 or 16 tries last night. But it was so fun, like, every single time, like, trying it. It's like I didn't mind. And I love, mazes like this. Like, it's such a good use.
Is there only one way out? But I have to get that croissant.
You gotta figure it out. You gotta find the path.
Man.
You gotta find the path. You gotta trace
notes on this one.
You gotta trace the paths. Yeah.
Take a screenshot and mark up, like, okay, I went this way. I'm gonna look like a crazy person with, like, scribbling on the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this one-way door. This is the emergent mechanic.
Yes, that you were wanting. Yeah.
That I was wanting, because people talk about emergent gameplay in, like, Minecraft, where players figure out ways of doing things that are like, well, we didn't realize we could do it that way. But when it comes to building levels, like, I love the emergent mechanics where it's like, okay, we planned this button to open doors, but I never thought of the door closing behind you.
Yep. And there it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing.
And it's funny how something so simple, we add, like, the trap door of it, and it makes it so much more possible, to, like, it just opens these possibilities up.
And it's small. I mean, that's
exactly
really why I wanted the trap door, because that big door
it's too big. Yeah. Well, we talked about making a new door too. We talked about, like, making it.
I can get that in today. I have time today to actually put in a medium-sized door, which will kind of replace what we currently have, and then the big door will graphically become a bigger door.
Yes.
So we can have some like epic doors.
Yes. So the other one I want to show you is 10-3. I keep trying to force my 12-year-old to make levels because I know that if they got into it, I'm like Joopy, I've watched you spend literally 48 hours doing nothing but making levels in Mario Maker, and then I'm like, why don't you want to do that here? Like, what are we missing? But anyway, this is a character called Charles that their friend from school made.
Okay.
And so they created the little sprite, and then they made this whole room just out of little Charleses, which I thought was like a fun little thing. So that gives us Charleses, and then my daughter's been making levels too. Where's her new levels? Let's see. If I click here and then I look at her levels, let's see. This is a new one. 11-2 is one of her new ones. She's been going crazy with the music too. She's just like it's all just drums, and she just draws on it. She just goes crazy and just just makes patterns.
That's how I learned how I learned how to use sequencers.
Yeah.
As a kid, because when I started getting interested in game development, I don't even remember what the name of the program was. It was some MIDI program. So I was checking out stuff with RPG Maker, and it supported MIDI music, and I just started doodling.
Just start doodle. Yeah, you just like do little, and then you figure out, this is how these notes work, and Oh wait, did you see TMNDZ's new levels? Did you see the Starfall ones that he made?
Was that next to the ones that we were just checking out?
Oh
wait, no, that was a different person.
No, yeah, this is different. Oh, cool. Oh, then you gotta see these two. -2-8. This is really cool. I don't know that I've totally figured it out yet, but this is actually
There's lore.
Yes, there's lore, and these two, the one above this also, they make a course, and in -2-7, you push these little stars off. I love it. You push these stars and they go on to these little things and they open all these doors. I'm not entirely sure like what you're supposed to do after that. But it definitely is something like I think you're supposed to. Oh, wait, Ferris is showing me. I didn't realize that you could get in there. Oh my god, Ferris is showing me what to do. Oh, I see. So you have to open up all the doors, all the trap doors in -27 to get the first one, which is over here. And then to get the other ones, you have to do what Ferris is doing and getting them there. I get it now. That is really neat. Man.
Oh, okay, there were already stars fallen in this one when I spawned in. Oops, the ghosts are killing me.
But the little purple things are what you get, are what you have to get. Right. Ferris.
In 30 seconds.
yeah, in 30 seconds. Yeah. No, exactly. But interestingly, I had to do a bunch of like sort of emergency work to make these rooms work because he had made basically all custom tiles. Like the tiles in -27 are all custom, and the way that we have it set up is those custom tiles, you know, they are just objects, and so there's just the different way between how objects and tiles are and like proper tiles are rendered makes it so that the objects are much heavier on the system.
Yep.
So what I did is I added a new choice. When you're creating a sprite, you can now say, I want this sprite to be a tile. And I'm not sure, maybe you could look at it and understand it. I'm not sure exactly, like I kept trying to get it, be like, please explain this to me slightly simpler. No simpler. I still don't get it. But it has something to do with like, it's not the global GIDs, but like when the system looks for a object labeled as a tile in a given room, it treats it as a tile and not an object in that room. And that means that they're not nearly as heavy, basically. So one could now make their own tiles, and as long as you select tile when you're creating in the sprite maker, it won't slow the system down. It'll make it the proper, everything will run smoothly.
Okay. So I think what happens with the tiles, I mean, I don't fully know the code that's running in the background for this, but I think the tiles are kind of getting baked into like a room graphic.
Yes.
And that's what makes them so efficient.
Right.
So it's probably in the process of the system scanning through the tiles to say this is what this room looks like. It's probably just seeing that option going like, this is on this layer with the rest of these tiles, whereas objects have a whole bunch of properties
that they have to keep track of, and like, yeah.
What's the position of this? Does it move? Can the player interact with it? What variables are changing because the object is doing its object thing?
Yes.
Whereas with the tile, it's just
a static. Yeah, it's just going to be there. We know what it's going to do. It's not going to act weird. Yes, totally.
And Romario Raven, yes, indeed, you can make music. You can make sprites, so you can draw custom sprites in here. Can people make custom sprites as soon as they get started?
Yes, I don't believe there's any barriers to making custom sprites. Yep.
So there are some things that we've locked behind having more of a higher builder level, and that's something that maybe we need to make a little more
loose,
clear.
Yeah. Oh, clear. Yes. So people know what is happening. Yeah.
Because sometimes they bump into the limits. So like you can only put so many objects in a room with a lower builder level because we want the game to run nicely for everybody. And as you get experience building levels and people are like, oh, you're making fun levels, we kind of loosen up the requirements. So like, you take your own risks.
We had
It's like the training wheels come off.
the reason we did that is because we had people early on coming in and kind of graffitiing around, and it would make rooms just like completely unplayable. Which
Literally
like
thousands of objects.
which like I think we knew was going to happen, and it's sort of good that we're sort of doing this in a slow kind of way, and it's slowly building. But like, there's always going to be a tension between like like how open to have it to then how what the limits are to like make sure that there's not just it doesn't turn into a pure griefing situation. I do worry, like, if once more people come, the graffitiing of other people's rooms would probably return. And, we'll just have to cross that bridge again when we come to it. Like, because since the play fun people have gone, we haven't had any trouble with people messing up other people's rooms on purpose or, like, anything like the kind of stuff that they were doing before,
Everybody's really polite.
which we knew people would do, and if we had a huge influx of people, I'm sure it would happen again, and we just have to like figure it out. But for the time being, of course, like everyone's been really really nice about it. So you are working. I actually noticed that you. Let's see. Let's just go to a random room. I'm gonna go to the editor and look at the special tiles.
I can't place all of them yet, unless something changed since
No. So is that something I need to do with the Oracle on my end, or where are we with these? Like these are all basically ready to go, or?
The tiles are set to go. I don't know what the Oracle's made for these.
Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know if it already made the code and it was just waiting for the graphics.
Okay.
And I don't know what settings to put on the tile set in order to.
Yeah.
And I haven't spent any time digging in the code since then. I was just focused on the graphics for now. So,
yeah.
I mean, we can look at that more later, and kind of I can poke around and see if there were things added. But I don't always know what is going on in the code. Like sometimes I can.
Yeah.
Like this is pointing to something, and I don't know where it's going.
Yeah, totally. I think if all of these are ready, then today I should be able to go in and get them in place. If we want to look at them, do you want to go through what each of them are?
Yep, I've got them up on the screen now. So we've got the brick box that came from, I think this was a Rocky Roads
original. Yep.
So I didn't change anything with that because there is an animation associated with that, and I didn't want to stylistically change it and then have it not match the animation that went with it. And I guess the code is doing something. I don't fully understand.
Yeah. We'll have to like dig into that next as the next level of things to bring more animations into these. Yeah.
It starts as a tile and then it like turns it into an object when you hit it with your head somehow, which is an interesting concept. The thing that I'm not really sure about with the brick box is that it's currently both an object and a tile. Like both options are there.
I think we should take it out of objects. Yeah, we should take it out of objects. Okay, I need to write that down as a thing to do. Yeah.
And I don't know if that's gonna. I think it retroactively moved all of the objects to be the tiles. I think, at least that's what it sounded like it was doing. But it seems like the object is still in as an option, so I think we want to make sure that if we remove that object, it doesn't mess up people's levels.
Yes. Okay, that's right. Remove brick from object and make sure it doesn't mess up levels. I think that already is the case. It won't mess up the levels, but I'll double check. I wonder, actually, now that we're thinking about this, I wonder if like the block switch and those blue and red block things should move to special as well. I'll see.
Oh yeah.
I
wasn't sure what you're talking about. So you're talking about the toggle. Toggle blocks.
The toggle blocks, exactly.
They disappear or appear based on hitting a button.
Exactly. I'm gonna see if what it would take to move those as well.
Okay. So for the other objects that we had, this was basically I had this tile sheet, and then it had some text saying like what each of these things were. And so the next tile was for a single pass through like bridge where you could like jump up through it and land on top of it. And so I made like a laser bridge. These are transparent. So this is only a shade of red, a shade of orange, and a shade of yellow. It's only 3 colors, but they've got different levels of transparency. So we'll see once I can place the tile, because right now I can't place the tile. It's X'd out in the editor.
Next week, when we're on stream, we'll be able to show all of these off. Yeah.
Yeah. So I may adjust this graphic depending on how it looks on different backgrounds, but for now it should look like a hazy laser bridge. So kind of like Tron-like, I guess. You can jump through it and then land on top of it. We've got a moving platform. I was thinking kind of like alien technology going on here. Little flowy.
Oh yeah.
Base.
Oh yeah. I love that idea.
Conveyor belts going left and right.
That's cool.
And this was fun figuring out how I want to do like the belts and make sure that they still look good, like tiled up next to each other.
Yeah.
We've got an ice block. This was initially it looked very similar to what I made in the beginner set.
Oh yeah. In the essentials set, right?
But after I made more shades of pink, I decided to add a few more shades of blue.
It's a slippery slope. Yeah.
I'm still suffering a little bit of lung congestion.
Oh yeah.
I found out that my inhaler was empty.
Oh no.
Usually when the counter goes down to 0, it stops spraying. But for some reason, my inhaler wasn't doing that. I don't know how many weeks I've been.
Oh no. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing helpful. Yeah.
I looked at the count and it said 0, and then I pressed it again and it's still spraying. I'm like,
that is funny.
No wonder my lungs have felt like junk. So I made some more shades of blue, and then there's also a bit of transparency to this ice block in the middle as well.
Nice.
So while the edges have a more solid, crisp feel to them, you should be able to see a little bit of that background parallax behind it.
Nice.
Which I think might
sell
make for some interesting look.
Yeah.
And I will actually go back and update the beginner tile set to have that similar effect on the ice block here. But I do want them to be visually distinct, so that way you have slippery ice and then also just ice. Maybe I'll probably put some snow on top of it.
Yeah.
So that way it's clear that this is not a slippery block.
Oh yeah.
Then we had the gum.
Yeah.
The gum was fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna switch this to the tile set mode, just so you can see. Convert to tile map. So now I can like kind of place them. So the gum, I wanted it to look good as just a single layer or a single block of something sticky. It's like a high friction tile set, so you'll move slower going across this. But then I also wanted people to be able to kind of build their whole level out of it, so it does loop in all directions. So that I was going for just something goopy looking, and it's difficult to make like something look drippy when you're only doing 16 by 16 tiles. If you make it too detailed, you take up the whole tile. So that was a little bit of a fun challenge. Then we had a bouncy tile, and this concept I struggled with. I was sitting at work when there was a little bit of downtime and like doodling on a notepad, thinking of like maybe I make it like a block of springs or something. And then I thought, a beach ball's bouncy. So what if you just have like a whole section of beach balls? I feel like this feels very Sonic the Hedgehog to me.
Oh yeah, it is a little Sonic coded. Yeah, I like that.
And so it's got transparency on the corners.
Yeah.
They are like actual balls, but they're kind of squished. So they're packed together.
Yeah, that would be a place for an animation, of course. Like if we get to the point where we're animating these, where it would actually squish a little bit when you jump on it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and same like with the gum.
Yeah.
Have like a little
drippy drip.
Like a little bit of gum like stretched to your feet.
Totally.
On the top of it.
Totally.
The conveyors would have the animation would spin on them. Actually, the moving platform, I'm curious how the game engine's going to handle that
Yeah.
tile.
Yeah, I've wondered
Because
this.
when I
Yeah.
think moving platforms, I think objects. So I don't know how it's going to say, because with a moving platform, usually you say it goes left to right or up and down or diagonal. With a tile, I don't know what that interface is going to look like for.
And sometimes you have to, exactly, sometimes you also have to tell it how far, right? You have to sort of give it.
Yeah, you define your start and stop points. So I do wonder what it's.
Yeah, because we have a kind of interface language happening in the object of like with the pressure plates and the doors and things like that. But we don't have anything like that in tiles. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. We'll hash it out and see like what makes sense.
I think that line stretch that we have between buttons and doors would work perfectly.
Yeah.
To say like moving platform
here to here,
from here to here, and then it'll bounce it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what the Oracle is planning with that. And then we've got a spiky block. It wanted something to damage players, and of course, you could think like lava or whatever. But I felt like a static tile that damages the players. Definitely, we want some sort of just something aggressive.
Yeah.
So had fun with that one. I like that one a lot. Then Ferris said that these look like music controls of like start and stop.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, initially it was just an arrow. What I drew was just an arrow, and I think that conveys the message well enough of like gravity this way, gravity this way, gravity this way, because that's what they are. They're gravity switching blocks, which will make you fall different ways. Which that could be really exciting with a series of rooms if you have like gravity go to the left and you just start falling to the left and you go into the next room and then gravity switches down again. But we could have you go a maze of
oh my god. I mean, it just
but I put the line in there because I wanted to establish like not only is gravity this direction, but you're going to land here.
Oh, so yeah, I see that.
Indicate the
right
that
you land on. Yeah.
And if all of these can change, like we can, these are designs,
can make choices. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever makes sense to the players. Then we got water. This is similar to the ice block in that the edges are solid. Actually, I wonder if I can make a new layer and then you can actually just see it.
This is another one where we really want the animation. Is it would look cool.
Absolutely.
And the idea here with these is that this eventually this would be water that we would want to be able to swim in, right?
Yes. Yep.
And I was thinking about this. Mario, the original Mario, is a perfect example of this. In overworld levels, there's water. You fall in the water, you die. And then there's water levels where you can clearly swim through the whole level, And if you actually stop and think about that, that makes zero sense.
That was dangerous. That was toxic water.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. My daughter loves to watch these YouTube videos of like things in Mario that just don't make sense or whatever, and it's always just like the answer is just like, yeah, but that's what makes it a fun game. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it doesn't make sense, but that is how games work. Yeah.
So this one, it also has the transparency.
Oh, I love that.
Bubbles.
Oh, cool.
So if you put it on top of, say, the underwater tiles,
right?
So you use this as a background layer, and then use this as your player layer.
Oh man. Yeah.
And you could even put this in front of the player, and the player will show up behind these tiles.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
So that's what's going on there. Let's see.
And those last two
is the wind.
Wind is hard. Yeah.
Because when I think wind, I think flowing.
Yeah. Something kind of. Yeah.
And I would try to make all of these make sense as static because currently they are static.
Yeah.
So if it becomes
possible,
tiles, then we can have some sort of flowing across wind, but now, these are just a transparent. This is all just white, just one shade of white with levels of transparency.
Got it.
So like you put them on the front layer.
Yeah.
They'll appear in front of the player, and
Yeah.
they'll push the player left or right.
You know, the thing that I think of wind is I think of like a face with
Yeah.
cheeks.
Okay. Yep.
You know, cheeks, and then like a little thing coming out. But like you're saying, like I think like we know these are gonna change because I think we are gonna figure out how to have them animated. Yeah.
The cheeks, the like ancient map.
Yeah.
Blowing.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
cardinal directions.
Yeah.
That makes sense if you can place it in one spot of the room, and it'll have a whole lane.
Yeah. A
of
lane. Yeah.
tiles
Yeah.
Blowing. I thought of
Well, we can.
something along those lines.
Right.
With the way these other tiles work, I think it means that you touch them.
Right.
So-
Oh, right. All the other ones rely on being touched. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe-
You're
yeah.
a tile like water, or you're
Yeah.
on a tile like
Yeah.
ice.
Yeah.
So
Well.
wind, you would put it where you want to be blowed.
I see. Some of this remains, I think, to be seen, and sort of like we need to test out what makes sense and what works. Like the gravity ones, for instance, is it like, you know, is it that everywhere, is it where you put the gravity tile, everywhere, what's the word that would go along with that? Everywhere along that tile where that tile is like pointing, is the gravity done that way? Gravity zone, exactly.
Yeah.
Or do you have to actually be standing on it? Because that's how, you know, in Mario, when I think of Mario, when you jump from one gravity zone to another, you're immediately, you know, changed into that gravity, and then you turn, you know.
Yeah, there's two different styles, and I've played games that use both. So there's VVVVVV.
Yeah.
Where you, when you land on the tile,
That's when.
the gravity as like a switch. And that's what I was thinking with these.
Oh,
There
I
is
see.
Also Mario
Style.
where you do have those zones. I think it's in Mario Odyssey, right?
Yeah.
And you've got they visually make the background like a different
Yep.
color.
Yep.
And so you've got regular gravity, you run and you jump, and halfway through your jump you cross the zone,
And then you're in the new gravity. Yeah, I think you know what's so funny about what we end up doing in this game, or what I feel like I end up doing, is like, well, like why not both? You know, like, and then it just becomes a little option, you know. But then, you know, there's also this argument. So I actually had a couple good conversations with friends last week, of like, you know, one friend said, basically, like everyone I talked to, and again, like especially between the ages of like 30 and 50, men almost exclusively, are just like, holy shit, I love this. This is fucking amazing. Like, I love this idea so much. And I mean, just the fact that like you reached out and wanted to be involved, and how much Ferris loves it, like I'm very confident in the game as like an idea. But, you know, and to the point of you're making the introductory levels, you know, one bit of feedback is like, I come and I'm a little overwhelmed. Like I'm like there's so much going on. I don't know what to focus on. I don't know what's important. I don't know. And for some people, I get the feeling like for Flalalasky, like our new player, for some people who love Roller Coaster Tycoon, for instance, that is, or for you for that matter, like that scratches an itch that you have of like, oh, let me dig in, like this, that, like the deeper, like the more complicated, the deeper, the better. Mm-hmm. But there's a whole class of players for whom they're like, this looks fucking amazing. I can't, but you know, I have kids to worry about. I have my parents, you know, are dying, and I need to be in the hospital with them. Like, you know, just like it's that time of life for us where it's like we have no time. So maximum responsibility from every angle. So you know, I think the introductory levels as a kind of lodestar for that type of player. Like we can, I think we can have both. I think the game is flexible enough that it can exist both as the as deep as you want it to be game, and we can hold your hand to get started and also give you like very tiny experiences that you can sprinkle throughout your day to get a little bit of like platforming fun, between things that you have to do,
I mean, most levels, as long as Ferris didn't make them, only take
This is true. This is true. I keep
no offense to Ferris, I mean that with total love. I love that your levels are like complicated and puzzles, and it takes a while like to digest what's going on.
I will say like we're developing this thing, or you and Ferris and everyone who makes levels, I feel like are developing a style where I think Ferris is the best example of this, where I think you could show me a level and I would know that it's a Ferris level immediately, like even if I didn't know that he made it. He has such a distinct style. And I'd say the same thing for you. And I think even like our new builders, like I'm recognizing like the things that they do. One other thing before we end, I would love to do because I don't know that you've been able to do this. I'm gonna send you a duel request. So hopefully you just got that.
Yes. Oh, this is I in the.
Yeah. So duels are happening now.
Immediately danger with sharks.
Yes. No, I know, and I keep trying to change that where it's supposed to not be able to kill you like right away, but it still can. So I've definitely found.
You built this level?
Yeah, I built this level as.
This feels like a Smash Brothers arena.
I built it specifically to be a duel arena. Like that was my idea.
Oh wait, okay? I see that I was invincible. I don't know.
I somehow shot you.
Every time that you. Oh, I jumped right in the water. I did not even see it.
Oh, you got me once.
I did. Are we respawning to those tiles?
I believe so. Yeah, you respond to you respond to where you started. Spawning in the level is an issue. There are some levels where I've had it so that oh no. Yes.
You sniped me.
I've had levels where actually I'll even show you. I can even actually show you. It's kind of funny. I don't think I've fixed this yet. Oh yeah, here. If I go here and I do a duel with you, here, just go this level, just so I can show you this funny bug. Okay, so look where I spawned. Like,
yep.
I'm trapped. I can't go anywhere. So
you also can't lose because I can't.
You can't shoot me. Yeah. So that's a funny thing. Oh wait. So now if you hit stop, what happens? If you hit stop, if you hit end game.
The world map. Oh, but I can still see you.
Yes, and yeah, I can. This is something I've been trying to fix. The only way to get out of this now is to refresh. It's kind of soft locks you when you end the game without the game officially ending. For some reason,
yeah, I can't. Oh wait.
If you just refresh it,
you move me.
No.
Are you with palm trees?
No. I refreshed and now I'm just like in a totally different thing. Did you refresh?
I didn't. No, I didn't. So
okay.
I can't. I can't. Oh.
Oh wait, let me look at your screen.
Again. Did you refresh again?
No. I mean maybe. No, I didn't. Wait, let me look at your screen. Wait.
It's,
oh no, I've got an ad for you.
Shit. Like I'm trying to drag.
No, you're soft locked until you refresh. This is what I'm saying.
Oh wait. Oh, I can click on the maps.
Oh.
So I can't pan like the.
Oh, but you can click on the other rooms. Oh,
yeah,
weird.
That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Is I can scroll through that. That's
I'm trying. I keep trying to get it, and I don't know what the issue is. I keep trying to get it to the point where, basically, if the match ends correctly, it just puts you into the room normally at that point. But for some reason, if you stop a match before it's over, it soft locks you this way that you're sort of soft locked now, until you refresh. And I keep telling it to Nazman says hello, hello. Hey, hello, Nazman.
Oh, hi.
Um,
For the free stream watch streak.
So you know that has some stuff. Too engrossed. Yeah, yeah. So that has some work to do. But I will say I also did a bit of groundwork, laying the groundwork for other modes. I'm very excited. Not that the PvP mode is working. Collaborative modes where we could build rooms where you invite someone and you both have to do things.
Like Portal 2 co-op.
Co-op mode, exactly.
I've been excitedly waiting.
So
for us to get to that
we'll
point.
get to that, and then we'll get to like hopefully 2-on-2 PvP or like capture the flag type games or battle royale type things.
Battle Royale is an interesting thought because we can't smash too many players into a single room with it making sense.
No, but that would take place
rush?
exactly. It would take place on a room rush, exactly.
And then you can just run wild.
You can run wild.
Like last person to survive room rush.
That's-
other players can attack.
That's
Yes.
yeah. That's the goal. That's exactly the goal. And a lot of it has to do with getting everybody's states to be synced and like. I think we're kind of doing it in a bit of a like party kit is really cool. It is like I don't know if it's free. I don't feel like I'm paying for it, so I don't know. But I discovered it during I discovered it during Game a Day. It's just a very like easy to use. You just tell the Oracle like use party kit to get this up and running, and it gives you a bunch of stuff for free. It gives you the sort of shared presence. It gives you kind of like a countdown. It gives you all these infrastructure for multiplayer things. But from what the Oracle is telling me, like it's not great for something massive. Like if I wanted to imagine like 100 players, like all doing a battle royale or some max number that I think would be amazing. That's a sort of totally different ball game than what we're dealing with now. So, this is sort of a long way to go, but that's the end goal. And then, the other not strictly PvP thing that I've been always thinking about is the like hide the balloon game in Mario Odyssey, where you would just somewhere on the map hide something, maybe we'll come up with something of our own that's not a balloon. And then of course I was thinking like this is my constant tension between who I know my current primary audience is, which is a lot of crypto people. We could do a hide the balloon thing for real money, for real USDC or something, where you because this is the way it works in Mario Odyssey, where you place a bet like, okay, I'm gonna put up 1,000 coins to say that I'm gonna find this balloon or whatever, and then if you get it, then you get 1,000, but if you don't, then you have to pay 1,000 to the person who hit it, and that could be a really fun mechanic with real money, with real stakes, as long as the game mechanics are super fair and kind of can't be gamed in any kind of way, which of course is its own huge challenge.
And crypto guys are always gonna
wanna fuck it up for everybody. Yeah, exactly. So that's just so yeah, I'll today I will incorporate those new tiles. That'll be something I can do pretty much right away, I think, hopefully. That'll be, literally game changing.
how they work.
Oh my god.
Obviously, those graphics can change to make sense.
Yeah.
The way they're implemented. I made something for the way I thought that they might work.
And it should be said too, we have I think 128 slots total that we could sort of set aside for specials.
Yep.
And
8x8, so for?
So we can over time, and if anyone listening has ideas for, and Ferris, if you have ideas for tiles that you want to exist that could do specific things, we've set aside this room in the tile set canon specifically for this. But that's what I'll mainly work on today. Maybe trying to get some of the other PvP/co-op stuff up and running. That's going to be my main focus for the day.
Okay. I'm working on the graveyard currently. I've got a few tombstones and the skull going on, but this is going to be a whole tile set, just like caves and stuff. If you want to make like a Castlevania game, this is going to be
nice.
that you're going to want to use. So it's going to have all new like brickwork and kind of gothic columns, and yeah, I'm doing Castlevania's gonna be my mood board for this, basically.
Do you think that I forget what we had said about this? Do you think like eventually you're gonna like expand the water, snow, and lava sets, or is that's like that'll be on the list like down a ways like to do those?
It's on the list. I think water is actually
probably the next one. Yeah, makes sense.
Because it's the same layout.
Same layout. It's the only one. Yeah.
Actually, snow's pretty similar. I feel like there was one quirk with snow.
What is which is
fine.
Yeah, snow kind of already has the what is like the log and the bridge and the and the rails. It has that like other icy type of thing, so that's the only thing that and then it has the of course it has the snowman.
Yeah, I feel like the snowman is like a doesn't match the collision map for everything else.
Oh yeah.
That's fine. It's like just one extra collision map. I'm not that worried about that existing as its own thing. But as far as the design of the layout of everything, snow and water are pretty similar to the other. Lava is the one where I'm going to have to just...
Yes.
It's totally unique.
Totally unique. Yeah, that's its own kind of thing, yeah.
We're kind of missing spooky.
Spooky,
like
yep.
You added the lighting, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that already creates a mood.
Yeah.
But we didn't have like objects or decorative tiles
to get in there. Yeah,
that really take advantage of that. So that's what I'm working on today. I'm actually gonna keep streaming when we're done with our call.
Okay.
I'll work on these tile sets some.
Sweet.
Brew a cup of coffee first.
Incredible.
But yeah, there's that, and then keeping on working on the tutorial area. I need to get all these signs saying something. That was great when all the kids.
Yeah. Missouri. Yeah.
Missouri. I knew it was an M state.
Yeah.
All the kids, they always jump into Hello World first.
Yeah.
But then I saw them all flood into the tutorial area, and I'm watching them. Fail and move elsewhere.
Yeah.
But I see a couple of the kids like get to the button and make a shortcut and going up the ladder.
Yeah. This is it. No, this is it. And this is the thing, is that level will teach you. I mean, it's perfect. It's perfect in that way. And I'm really looking forward to seeing that, and then like the next sort of tutorial levels come together as a way of, I think what we'll do is for new players, we'll absolutely drop them there first. Like you come to the game, that's the first thing you'll see. You'll go in there, and that'll be where you'll live, and that'll totally take care, I think, of the people who come and are overwhelmed, because the 30 to 50-year-olds who come and are overwhelmed will not be overwhelmed when faced with that. They'll see that, they'll be like, oh, I get this. This is I know what I'm supposed to do here.
Yeah, and the signs give you instructions, and you got a series of 3 rooms that are all going to be connected to go to not hold your hand with a death grip, but to like gently show you what can be done,
what to expect,
what you can exactly what you can expect to see, and then the training wheels are off, and you go off and explore the world. I think the curators are going to become more important.
Yeah.
With playlists.
Yes.
Also,
yes.
Because we do have. I don't remember. Can we see it if we go
Yes.
explore. So
Explore.
the explore button
Mm-hmm.
gives you these playlists. But I think besides the automatic playlist that we get here, if we get profile playlist where, you know, a friend tells you about WAMP and you're like, okay, cool, you check it out.
Yeah.
But if a friend can say, hey,
Yeah.
here's the link to
Yeah.
this playlist.
Yeah.
These are
Yes.
my favorite
Yes.
levels
Yeah.
that are easy.
Yeah. Totally.
Favorite levels
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That way,
Oh, yeah, for
you can
sure.
tell the
Yeah.
difference between impossible levels because people didn't know what they were doing, or challenging levels because people really knew what they were doing. Like the difference between a play.fun,
Yes.
junk
Yes.
thrown at the
Yes.
wall
Yes.
versus Ferris very carefully
Yes.
crafting
Yes.
complicated
100%. Yeah.
So Ferris is sharing this link to friends, going like, here's the playlist of all the cool stuff I made or all the cool stuff I found.
Yeah.
I was at a birthday party yesterday, and for a kid that my kids are friends with.
Yeah.
Can't talk.
Yeah.
And my daughter runs over to me and is like, "What does the P in WAMP stand for?" Because she's telling.
Yeah.
She's telling
Yeah. That's how.
the kid whose parents I went to
Yeah.
college with.
Yeah.
And now we live in the same town.
This is
and
what I
we
want.
go to school together,
This is how.
and
I mean, if it's gonna spread among kids, that's how it's gonna happen. Like kids will play it, they'll find it fun, and then they'll show it to their friends, and they'll show it to their friends, etc., etc. But to that point, yes, absolutely. That is something I can actually probably get up and running today, which I think is a great idea. Sharing specific playlists, and then I also had the idea of like the Mario Maker version of, you have, let's say, you know, in Mario Maker it's 100 lives. You have 100 lives, and you just play an endless stream of levels, but you know, they're curated. They're levels that are highly rated that people really like. So I was telling my daughter, this is very funny, you know, she was showing me her levels, and so I was, and she's like, well, are you gonna rate it? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, what are you gonna give it? I was like, I'm gonna give it a 3. And she's like, Papa. And I'm like, well, listen, I need to give my honest opinion, because when we have these ratings, I want them to actually mean something. And I want, if a level has a rating of a 5, I want to know that if it gets picked up in, you know, an algorithmic choosing of what levels to show people, that it is indeed a 5-star experience, you know. So that's a little rough for my daughter, but you know, I think that only made her want to like try harder and you know, put more thought into her levels and stuff.
I get it. Ferris asks, could there be a I didn't beat it yet filter in the explore menu?
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely.
I love that idea, because like even on like my iTunes, I have like I haven't rated this song yet.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't rate it yet. I didn't beat it. I didn't rate it. I think that's another, because you want to earn those curator points. So you want to go through and find levels you've played.
And there's so many levels that I played before we had the star rating.
Exactly.
And I'm like, did I rate this? I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Yes, absolutely. We can put those in. I didn't play it yet. I didn't rate it yet. Yes.
I didn't visited.
Yeah.
So yeah, discovery is important, I think, and I feel like, you know, like social media algorithms are, they push discovery on like the wrong
things, exactly. Yeah.
And we want to push discovery on finding new, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
And not, you know, rage bait levels. Like it shouldn't be pushing the play.fun levels that are just stuff thrown at the wall.
Exactly.
Pushing stuff that's interesting and that people find exciting.
I've spent a little bit of time going through, I think I've already said this, but I spent a little time like going through play.fun levels and just cleaning them up a little bit, you know, not changing the like underlying, because even though they clearly did just go scribble, you know, that's what they did, and I don't want to change the nature of their scribble. But I have gone in and just been like, well, let's make this look a little nicer, and like just to, you know.
Let's take this Jackson Pollock. And,
yeah.
And
yes.
Make it a Mondrian.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Make it a Basquiat. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. To bring it back. All right. Well, I'm gonna get started on some of this stuff. You're gonna keep streaming and do some tile work. I think that sounds great.
I'm gonna make myself some coffee. I'm gonna run an ad break while I make some coffee, and then I'll be back working on tile sets and tutorial levels. Thank you, Jonathan.
Thank